Hello ladies and gentlemen, today with BK. So had this 2011 Buick Lacrosse and it's cold. We're in South Carolina. It's been a little bit cold here this winter than normal, and not complaining, just saying it's bad on the battery. So let's try to remote start this and see what you think about it. So you hear that? That's pretty bad, I would think. It's doing it, but I do not want it to strand my wife. So what I'm going to do today is, first of all, we'll do some testing. And I have a top dyne. See if we can get it one hand here. I have a top dyne battery tester for cold cranking amps, the testing the battery, and it also tests the alternator, which I have noticed the alternator charges at like 15 volts sometimes. I know that's kind of high. So if someone has one of these, put it in the comments. Please let me know if you see that on yours. But we're going to test this battery real quick. If not, we're going to change the battery out. I got a feeling we just need to change the battery out, but I figured I'd do a test on this. All right, stay tuned. So we got the hood open, and this is your box here. Someone busted over here at one point. There's a tab there, so this one pulls off really easy. Yours probably be a little bit harder to pull off. So we have 10 millimeter is holding on your cables, and then down in there is a 13, like most GM have, to hold down a battery. This looks like it might be close to the original battery. I don't know. These batteries, this is one of those style that had the light, or not light, but the glow inside, and it's green if it's good, and it turns, but it shows green, but it's very faint green. So let's test this thing real quick and see if it's at least a good battery per this top dyne. And they aren't sponsoring this. I bought that myself. But I just want to see how it works. All right, we got the positive connected, and it's lighting up. So if someone could hold that camera for me. And so it says battery tester, right? Top dyne. Let's say okay. It says 12.26. Now we just cranked it up. So let's do a battery test. Now I think this is a regular flooded, but they said on this, if you do not know, choose the AGM. So I'm just going to check, see what it does. Cold cranking amps, I can't see on this battery. Normally these are like, I don't see one. I don't see cold cranking amps because it's all covered up. So we're gonna stick with 500 and see what happens here. They're normally like 650. I mean, on your high side would be 770, something like that. Health is 60%. It says good charging. This is crazy. I don't know. Let's go back. Let's do a cranking test. So can you go start the engine? You have to go in there and start it. Can you get that cover right there, please, so it doesn't fall down in there? You're cranking low. So the cold cranking is low. So the cranking is fine. Or excuse me, the battery is, a battery could be good but have a cell down and cause that low cold cranking, excuse me. So let's go back. Let's see what the charging rate is. This is pretty nice. Look at that, 14.8. You want a load test on it. So it's basically like if you had the AC on. Increase it to 2,500. Okay. So it's charging normal. So it's saying our alternator is normal. That's a good sign, because it's not that hard to change out, but it's another expense. Batteries aren't cheap. I mean, these batteries are about 200 bucks now. So what I like about this too is it says review data. So you go here, look, you got everything you want. Battery test. Well, I thought it was showing that, but it's showing this is at 500 cold crank. So we were on the low side, and it still said the cold crank was bad. So that's probably the problem here. I would think so. I just do not want her to be stranded. We were at a fuel station the other day, and we were leaving, and I could hear it, and it almost stranded her there, which we always have a booster in our cars just for that purpose. But all right, well, let's get this battery changed. All right, so normally if you're watching this, you know how to change a battery out, but this thing, it's cold today, this broke, but you just pull from this little tab here, and this lifts back. And I'm afraid that's gonna fall down in the engine there. But this is all just on here. It looks like it's just connected here. So let's get the negative first. I'm gonna pull the negative first. All right, so negative's done. Let's get the positive. Okay, see if I can get that. Those things. There we go. Let's move those. All right, so definitely connected there, ain't it? All right, well, we're gonna get the 13 millimeter, go down here and get this section out. This one too, you don't want to get too hot or too tight with this stuff, because this is just plastic. A lot of people, when they go to tighten this stuff down, they crank it too much. At one time I was the culprit. Let's see if I can get my hand out in there. Well, let's see here. It's out, so that the battery will come out with it. The problem is I can see how this is. It's still connected up here. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. So that is got another strap here. Boy, they don't want this thing going anywhere, do they? So should be able to. There we go. So we can get this thing out in one swift movement. You mind picking that up? Just be careful with it doesn't. This is not easy. Let's see here. All right, let me do some checking on this and see if we can't get figure out. Oh, you know what? Check this out. Well, that don't want to come out now, does it? They got a lot of clips everywhere. Look at that. Let's take that off. And let me get the 10 millimeter real quick. So we're keeping it real on this channel. Well, you know what? Let me see that 13. I don't know what I was thinking looking at that. These do need to be tight, because these are terminal connections. So I'm gonna do this. I always put my nut back on top there. It gives a little more room. You see that? That's nice, ain't it? All right, so I'm gonna get this thing out of here. There we go. So, oh, yep, that's not a that is not a factory battery. I don't see any cold cranking amps on that. Do you see? Normally, I don't know who bought this battery, but we got an AC Delco one we're going to put back into it. So let's get that done. All right, so this is the replacement battery. As you can see, 770 cold cranking amps. Don't know what that means. Someone else can tell me. But this is the exact battery for this car. So let's use the top down on this. So we get this. Get off that one there. We don't need no stinking instructions. All right. So let's get the positive. Get the negative. All right. So let's do a battery check. Oh, 12.55 already. Just sitting there. So let's do a battery test. This is not an AGM. This is a regular flooded. So let's try that. Let's do 770, right? You press and hold. 770. Oh yeah, good battery, 100% health, 905 cold cranking amps. So it's got a good power. So let's get this thing installed and we'll see how this sounds and we'll crank it back up. All right, so we got the battery. This is not the easiest thing on my back, but hey, we're gonna get this thing done. Here we go. Get your little. Well, I tell you what, I gotta take that thing out. I was hoping I didn't have to. But that's the hold down. There we go. All right. So they didn't even have it in there, right? Who had it on there? You see that? They had it turned this way. So somebody didn't know what they were doing. Because you can see how this goes into those back grooves. See right here? Down inside there. I don't have a light, but that's all right. Let's see. Look at that. Yep, we're in there. So let's go ahead and get this back in there. Like I said, you don't want to be a gorilla on this thing. You can see where they pressed it down a little bit. Get that strap. All right. Well, okay. So we made a mistake there. There's a strap that holds onto the positive side, and that actually helps keep this battery from bouncing, because this little side here ain't gonna keep that from happening. So let's see if we can get it from here. Come on. I'm right there. There's a lot of I might have to lift it up. All right. Is it still holding it down? It does hold it down pretty good though, doesn't it? All right. There we go. All right, you see that? Goes over to positive. And should not want to go on there. Now this is giving me a booger. Let's see. There it goes. You don't ever want to try to force it. All I do is make sure it's holding pretty good. Let's do one little. I always vibrate a little bit. All right, yeah, well, good. So let's put this negative back on here. We gotta grab and pull that tab. So I think what we can do is, let's see. Was that back? There we go. All right, so feels pretty good there. This seems to hold it down really well. I said negative, that's a positive. Because it's coming from this positive channel. So you want it tight. Alright, that's good. So let's get the 10mm. Thank you. My lovely assistant's helping me today. Sorry if I'm breathing so heavy, guys. So let's tighten this. Let's pause it back up. You don't want these to be over. Alright, that should shut. There we go. That is good solid shut. Alright, things should come alive here. There we go. Alright, so you can see it's the positive side. You have to make sure it's on both sides here. Like I said, there's a tab there, you can see it. It's broke on this side, whoever did that. So all right, we tested the battery, know the battery's good, so we're gonna have my wife crank it and let's listen to it. That sounded good to me. I think these cars have a slow start no matter what, and that could be the starter's on its way out, so we'll keep you updated on that. You can tell it runs good. We use that Amsoil engine cleaner. I mean, world of difference. People say, oh, it works. So thanks, shout out to Amsoil, not a sponsor. I don't have any sponsors. I'm just doing this to help others and documentation of these things. So you can tell it's running good. If y'all have any questions, or please comment, share this, like it. Please subscribe. It helps the channel and it helps me to be able to do other things too in the future. So today with BK out.